Hello and welcome to Weaste Allotments. It's the 17th of September 2014. Time's about 6:30 in the evening. Best time to do these videos. Don't get messed about with people coming up to me saying, "What you doing, Mark?" Well, basically this video is to thank all the people who subscribed to my channel. I was absolutely gobsmacked. I'm not really pay much attention to it. I post the videos up onto YouTube for everybody to see. I started off doing fishing videos of lakes, like walk around lakes, explaining to people what the depths are and what have you, to help people who have never fished the waters, to give them a bit of insight in how to fish them and where to fish, because I fish them all the time, these places. So yeah, that's how the videos started. Then, like I said, I got an allotments and I started doing a few videos, and it's just like expanded from there. So I was absolutely gobsmacked to find I've got, I think I've got 150, 160 subscribers there, and coming up to about 40,000 hits. So I must be doing something right. Probably bored you all senseless with me my Salfordian accent. You're gonna have to excuse this accent. It's the only one I got. And sure you don't want to hear me talk like that. Yeah, it's bloody hard to understand that, and it's to understand what I'm going on now. I've been told I've got a monotone voice. Whatever. But I really sincerely like to thank everybody who's subscribed to my channel. I love watching other people's videos. Now, I've got a few favourites. There's a couple out there that crack me up. Dave's Allotments, the Geordie, the crazy Geordie. He absolutely makes me laugh, that guy. It's so funny. And I tried to make one of his bloody beer can men. What a load of messing about that was. Trouble is, I didn't have any beer cans. What I was using was Coke cans, and they're not long enough. And I don't drink. I've not drunk in 27 years, so and I'm not going to go out and buy some beer cans just to make one of them. So I tried it out of Coke cans, and yeah, it's a really bad job I did. I'm not even going to show you that. But some laughing try to make him, I can tell you. Yeah, he's a very funny man, that Geordie. And then well, there's a few characters on here. I mean, Brendan there, Irish lad. I love how he starts off doing his bit on his potatoes or something, then he gives you the story. He cracks me up as well. Very funny man. I love that. Every time he posts something, I have to watch it. Even when he's working, doing his woodworking with his lathes there, he's always got a story to tell. He's another character. There's a few characters on there. I mean, is it Sam? Sam and his dad. Sam. Yes, Sam the Allotment Man, I sort of think he's called, and his dad. His dad's a star, I can tell you. Very funny. They're very funny. Like Laurel and Hardy. So yeah, I love them. And then you get the more serious part where you got Dan, who's just all his competition stuff, and I think he does a bit of metal detecting. I don't know if he does fishing. I mean, myself, I'm a fisherman. I've got my own allotments. I'm into metal detecting. I love astronomy. I love photography. I probably half of you lot here who's watching this video do exactly what I do. I think we're all like a band of brothers. But he's very serious. I love to know how he does all these how he enters all these competitions. What's the actual process? I mean, he talks about these competitions that he's entering his stuff in. But perhaps he might be able to give us a bit of insight in how he applies for these competitions. Do you turn up on the day? Do you have to apply? If you do, Dan, can you give us some details, mate? I love the way you grow everything. I'm so jealous of your matters and what have you. I reckon there was an 80 pound there the other, when I guessed the weight. I'm only £6 out, and It's a bit bad. It's terrible really. I'm a fisherman and I'm into my carp fishing, but I do a lot of match fishing. I've got a site there, fishing site, and where you can see me and my mates splattered all over it with hundreds of 200 pound bags of fish, and we've all got big barbel and carp. You know, we've done it all, like, and that's Bad Wolf Fishing, by the way. Back as I run that site for a couple of angling clubs, Slumberburger and Dutch Angling in Salford. And well, it's for everybody to. It's just, if you want to have a look, you're welcome to look. Just type it in there and type .co.uk on the end of it, and it'll take you straight to the site. And you'd be surprised. There's a few videos there. There's lots and lots of pictures of matches where we fished matches up and down the country. Yeah. So like I say, most of us like to do the same thing. And then you got Andy's Allotments. He's another who's methodical. He really does go into detail, that lad. It's all down to, it's got to be spot on or not at all, and some of the stuff that he uses, the formulas, good God. my plants are lucky they get a bit of horsemuck on them and grow more. And there's a few more stars out there. I mean, Katie's Allotments, Lavender and Leaks, I think it's called. She's some cracking videos, and yeah, I'm really jealous of her stove. I love to know where she got that stove from, because I could do with one myself. Absolutely, that's what I'm looking for now, a stove like what Katie's got. And then you got Sean's Allotments, again. He knows what he's talking about. I love watching them. So, you know, there's quite a few out there who I really like watching. And there's one particular lad, I'm trying to think of his name now, Tony. I'm not too sure whereabouts he is, but I watched him build this polytunnel. Put his heart into it. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit it is, what he did. And then watched one of his videos where some little scroats, now you got to excuse the language, some little scroat, that's all I can say they were, and slashed his greenhouse. Now that is pure, I mean, words can't describe what, I mean, sickening really. And then they started pinching his bloody chicken, his eggs and his duck eggs and what have you. I like the idea of keeping. He was saying in one of his posts there, he had some eggs what were about 2 months old left for him. And they broke it open, and they broke it into a pan. It stunk the bleeding house out. Absolutely terrible. My heart goes out to you, mate. And I was watching that last video you did there. Yeah, you've got some work to do, clearing all the weeds up. Myself, I don't have that problem. When you look at my plot, you think, good God, how clear it is. There's no weeds and what have you. I think you might see 1 or 2 little weeds about this big every now and again where I've missed them. And I can guarantee you, I swear, I must put an hour, 2 hours working every week. That's all I do, just picking weeds out. I have no weeds in the paths, and I'm not like all these lot what put membrane down and then the wood chip over the top. Waste of time, just wasting your money. If you can get wood chip delivered to you, all your councils in each of your areas must do wood chipping, and if you can get your chairman or your secretary to phone them up to the council and say, look, can we have your wood chip? Get them down here. That's what we've done. We've got a couple of what do you call them, lumberjacks who drop all the wood chip off free of charge for us. They just dump it to get rid of it, to say the truth, and we all use it on as plots. So if you've got a constant supply of it, what I do, I tend to put it down every 4 months, whether it needs it or not, and I tromp it up with me walking on it all the time. I mean, if you was to think just how much wood chips in the paths, there must have been at least 18 to 20 inches of wood chip over the years. What I've walked on it, and it's probably compacted down to about 3 inches. So nothing can come through it. You get the odd mushroom every now and again when it's in the winter, when it's damp. But I mean, just run your foot over them, they're gone. So I don't get no weeds coming up in the wood chip in the paths. If you do get a weed, where it will come up is right against the boards. Like I got raised beds, and the weeds will come up right against the boards. And the reason why that is because the birds, like, we've got birds what come on it and they dig at the side of the board. So what you've got to make sure is then where they've been digging, you cover it over with wood chip, because you will get weeds coming through there. So like I say, I don't have to do the paths. That's one job out of the way. As for the beds, I've got a tool there. I mean, basically all you need is an hoe. Get yourself an hoe with a big angle, so you can get right into the middle of the bed, so you're not bending. The more you bend, the more it knackers you out. And just take the tops off it every now and then. I mean, I can go right the way around the plot. It takes me about 2 hours, and not even that. Sometimes it takes me 30 minutes to completely do the beds, and there's not a single weed. So for all you lads out there who are spending months and months and months constantly fighting the weeds, just have a look at some of the videos, look at my paths, and that's I put no poisons down, I put nothing down, no weed killers or out like that. There's no need for it. I just once you've done it, just keep on top of it. An hour a week is all you need. I can tell you, I'm myself, I'm disabled. I've got aspergillosis, I've had collapsed lungs, chronic asthmatic, and I certainly ain't going to be getting down there on the floor getting dirty. Just can't do it. As my mate said, my mates when they're passing said, do you ever move off that bench there? I've got 2 benches, and I just sit on the benches, and that's all I do, and just chill out. Do a little bit of poetry, write a bit of poetry every now and again. And no, I don't publish it, but I reckon I'm pretty good at it. You're probably thinking, well, yeah, go on, say one now if you can do poetry. I'm trying to think of one what I can actually think off the top of my head. Right, here we go, just to prove a point. This one's called Memories. I write with these all the time, must have about 2,000 of them. I see your face when I close my eyes, I hear your voice when I'm asleep, but I realise these are just memories of one I could never keep. Your arms touch me when I'm crying, your lips when I'm alone, but I realise these are just memories of a love that once was shown. I hold your hands when I'm walking, I talk to you in the park, but I realise these are just memories of a love who once broke my heart. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, he's just been divorced, he's been kicked out of a relationship, blah blah blah, listen to that. But no, I've been with the same girl for about 35 years, got 3 kids, and happy as the day I met her. So I just like writing sad, stupid poems. I do really deep ones as well, but we're not going to go into that. Just prove a point, you know. That's what I like to do, and it's a perfect place to do poetry. Sit down and read. Nothing strenuous. I like come down and watch my chickens. Like I said, I've just been in my chicken pen now with this little beauty. Going round all the joints. I had a few. I caught. Well, there's a few red spider mites in there. Hell knows how they got in there. When I start talking about them, start bloody scratching. Horrible things they are. And you put your hand on. I did a daft trick a couple of months ago. I was on my mate's chicken run. He was showing me his chickens, and I put my hands on his bloody coop. And when I come out there, I started itching. When I looked down, I looked at my shirt, and it was just smothered in these bloody things. But then it was too late. I'd actually transferred them to my chicken coop, and absolutely gutted. So I've used the red mite powder, and I tell you, the thing what gets rid of them is that, and you go right round all the joints, getting all the joints with it, a good zapping of that with the torch. You burn the little buggers, incinerate them. That's the only way you're going to get rid of them. And well, I've just come in today to go round all the joints, and there's nothing there, and there was nothing there yesterday, and I just keep checking every day. Where they seem to hang out are at the front of my chicken coop. The two doors open, right open, so you can get right in and get to clear all the wood chip out and what have you. And I've got a tray in there what the wood chip's in, so you just pull the tray out, all the wood chip comes out. Well, I did that, took it all out and went round all the joints with this. I've done that twice now, the last month, and touch wood, I haven't seen any. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly go around the plot. I've waffled enough in here. I'll show you what I've been doing on the plot. I still haven't built my fence on the front of the plot, but yeah, let's show you what I've been up to. You can have a look at my paths and judge for yourself whether they're clear or not. As you see there, these are chili seeds. They're the chilies that what these particular seeds are. I bought a pack of these, and you get 6 seeds in it for £3. Absolute scandalous. So when I got me chilies, I left a few chilies, and I got these seeds for them for next year. Some lettuce, cabbage there what needs to go in. I've been doing some lettuce as well in that tray there. It's just starting to come up now. I put it in about 3 days ago. That's not doing too bad. That'll be going in my new greenhouse. Right, let's come out of here and we'll go on the old tour. Now, this strawberry bed what I was going to dig up, what do you do? I've got flowers. There was flowers all over there 2 weeks ago, and I've got strawberries all over them. I mean, here, look at these for strawberries here. There's, look at them, crazy, isn't it? This is the second lot of strawberries out of this bed, and it's absolutely full of strawberries. So I'm holding back on digging them out. My peas, they're doing fine. They're starting climbing up the frames now. They've got flowers on them. This is the third lot of peas I've done, and I've had some cracking crops of them. There my girls there, up to mischief. They use the legs to sit on like little roosters. They've got like other roost points in there, but they tend to like, well, they like jumping on the back of the chicken, on the nest boxes here. And yeah, I was going to give it a lick of paint this, but there they are. They're my girls, Nova Browns. They are. They're about 42 weeks old now. I get an egg a day off each of them. Just checking, make sure, yeah, they've got plenty of water and food. I put a load of food in there today, filled the pot up. Yeah, moving along here. You can see this beetroot. The beetroot's doing really well. I mean, I only put that in just recently. And same with these Swedes here. The carrots. Well, these carrots look absolutely fantastic. There's no carrot fly. I mean, I just stuck them straight in the ground, and I pulled a few of these carrots, and like I said, there's no carrot fly on them. The corn, I need to pull these corn out now. These are done. Celery around here, that's looking really good. That needs to come out. These are the celery. Need to dig some of these out. And then got me globe artichokes here. I need to take this net off here. This net's about 3-year-old. It's absolutely fantastic. Really good netting this. I'll be saving it. These are my collies. They're starting to come to life now. Right, I've got clubroot in this bed. I'm going to rip everything out here. Although saying that, the spring cabbage here, let's see if I can scan in a bit. Them spring cabbage, they're doing alright. They look okay. They're about just a bit bigger than a bowling ball. Don't need much more. Leaves I can give the chickens. But if you look at these, oh dear, I don't think what they call now. Brussels sprouts, club root. You can see the club root, they're falling over there. Perfect example of club root. I'm going to smother this bed in lime. Once I take these out of here, this bed's going to get smothered in lime. Got a couple of Savoy cabbage, they're doing alright. That one's not too bad, so I'll be leaving them in until they get a bit bigger. These leeks are coming out. Not looking too good. They're all coming out next day or two. Turnips are doing well here. Just going to leave these turnips until I mean, they're about another 4 or 5 weeks away yet from getting anything from here. My celeriac, now that looks really good, that. It's starting to fill out now. Now I've never tasted this, but I mean, come down here. Looks alright, doesn't it? Looks really, really meaty. I'll just move a bit of this away from here. Put on that. Put celeriac. So, I'll say that'll be ready in a bit. I can't see no goldfish in there. However, I do see a scale. Got to be careful around here. These herons, and they can actually get, you know, they're empty your pond if you're not careful. My geraniums, these need to start deadheading these in a bit, and then taking them and putting them in the greenhouse for next year. And then take these marigolds, a few marigolds here, need to pull these up. If you take these off here, you deadhead them. Honestly, I'm not kidding you, they all come back. The more you take off, the more they come back. It sounds daft, but they do. Take all them off. Some naughty persons pinched all the apples off this tree here. Can't believe they would take it. All they have to do is ask me and I would have given them some. Oh look, blueberries. Still got a few blueberries left on here. A little blueberry. And these baking apples look okay. Yeah, someone's been helping herself to these Cox's apples as well. There was a load of these on here the other day. They've all seemed to have disappeared. As it is the, I can't think what they are now. Oh god, peaches. No, yeah, peaches. My peach tree. All my peaches have all disappeared. There was a few left on there. Squirrel had most of them. Now we're coming around to, this is like the fruit part here. You got the raspberries, gooseberries and black currants, red and white currants. And then mixed in amongst them all, I've got all these dahlias, different colour dahlias. There's a nice colour. Deep, like crimson red. This is a lovely colour, I love these. Like orangey colour. I mean, when it gets a bit darker, these really glow in the night. You know, really glow. Absolutely lovely colours. Again, I need to deadhead these. When you deadhead these dahlias, I mean, that one's sort of drooping down, but you can get the picture. Once you deadhead them, see all these this keeps giving out flowers. I mean, look at that one there. Absolute fantastic colours. Again, another different colour dahlia. And then all around here, in this bed here, there are marigolds. Absolute gorgeous. I love marigolds. Here's another type of dahlia. Be there. Doesn't know when to go home. And this was the last one to flower. This flowered about 3 days ago. And this is about the size of a bloody football. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I got 8 dahlias, and I've bulb, you know, sets, and I put them in pots. 7 come up all at once together, and about 3 weeks later I left the pot in the greenhouse. This started and it come up, and now so this is like 3 weeks behind all the others. So this is the first flowers off this plant. They're absolutely gorgeous. Oh look, spider crawling up it, do no harm. And then that brings me on to the strawberry beds here at the front. I mean, the cracking crowns here. These are only like, I don't know if you can believe it or not, but they're about 7-8 weeks old, these plants. A friend of mine grew them for me, did me 100 of them. I've actually got runners coming off them as well. I've cut one lot of runners off, but I'm leaving them on. It's pointless taking the runners off because they just keep coming back. So I thought I can get a few more plants there and give them to my friends, because some of them haven't got any. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to have lots and lots of strawberries next year. There's my flag there. I don't know what's happened, it's sort of caught. Pull it off, hang on, let's go up here. Give it. Oh good God. It's blowing the wrong bloody way, it's wrapped round it, never mind. It'll blow itself straight, I'm sure. And well, there's the old shed. This is where I sit 24/7. And here's my new greenhouse. Almost complete. Need to put a few more bags of compost in there, up to the top of the membrane, and this membrane that goes around both sides. Needs about another 2.5 inches of compost, and I'm going to be putting the lettuce in here over winter. I say brand new greenhouse. Cost me 30 quid, B&Q. They were doing a clearance. They had about 8 or 9 of them, and well, I grabbed one, grabbed a couple, and my mates have grabbed some. And like I say, instead of using the glass, I bought this twin wall stuff. It's cheaper and it's less dangerous as well. You fall into it, you're not going to hurt yourself, and you're not going to break the glass neither. But this is a new greenhouse. Like I say, it's up on scaffolding boards. And last but not least is this monstrosity. It's I forget what they call them now. I've got a little leaf. They're like what did he say they was? I think I've mentioned it once. I bloody forgot what they are. Squashes, gourds. We're still out on it, to be quite honest with you. Hang on, here's a better view. Here's another one here. So we can move that bloody leaf. Hell knows what they are, but there's quite a lot of them in there. And I was told there were pumpkins, and then I was told there's some sort of like squashes. I think that's what they are, squashes. They're not pumpkins. And well, they're everywhere. It's completely took over the compost bin. Leaves are starting to go a bit yellow now. So anyhow, what I'll do is just chuck them in there and chop them all up, chuck them in, and that'll be the end of it. In a couple, I reckon about another 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they'll be all gone. This thing's gonna go. I was gonna paint it and finish it all off, but I've got this frame at home, what I've made a few years ago, and I'm gonna bring that down, and it's gonna be like a coal frame, and I'm gonna put that where this is here. And yeah, it should look the part. So there we go. That's the allotments up to now. Coming back to the paths. Now this wood chip needs more wood chip on these paths. They've not been done in 4 months, this particular one. But if you look down the edges, as you can see, there's nothing, absolutely nothing, no weeds at all. Yeah, all around the edges. Absolutely clear. Normally where you get the weeds are right in these where the scaffolding boards are, right on the edges here. But there's about 4 or 5 inches of wood chip here. And if you look at the back down here, this is where I just put the new stuff. And that looks absolutely lovely. And you keep walking on it and it just sort of flattens down. And all the paths all cleared, there's no membrane down there, just lots and lots and lots of wood chip. It goes all the way around. See, no wood, no weeds are out like that. You look in the beds here, all clear. Oh, seen a weed. Yeah, let's zoom in on that weed. Little devil. Won't be there later, I can tell you. As soon as you get them, I get the hoe on that. Well, that's what I do. I just once a week go around with the hoe. It takes about an hour to do. Kills all the weeds and makes the beds look a lot tidier. So there you go. Hope you like this update. Like I said, it's going to be a long one, so it won't get uploaded until tomorrow. Last look at the chickens, then we're out of here. Stuffing the faces there. Well, one is anyhow. In about half an hour, they're all marched up that plank there and they'll all go on the roost. And I'll just lock them in for night. Like you say, you can see the wire protection round it. Got chicken wire, and you've got a fencing round the bottom. You come into the beds there, and that chicken wire extends underneath these beds here. Doesn't interfere with the roots of the plants because it's about 1 foot deep. So, you know, there's the protection. See what they're doing now, they're getting the last feed over there before they all go into bed. And they get thirsty in the night. There's another one of these water butts in there. That's that one there what's hanging. Well, there's a smaller version of that inside the chicken coop. I've just filled it up actually. So they've got something to drink in the middle of the night if they get thirsty. Got to think of all these things. And hopefully I'll be putting a solar panel with a light, so the light comes on inside the chicken coop at the night time. I'm going to have to rig some sort of a timer out. Hopefully I get my brother to do that. When it starts getting dark nights, about 4 o'clock, I get it to come on until 8 and go off. Then come out at 6 in the morning and go off at 8 o'clock when it gets light again. So they're getting basically 16 hours of light, rather than, well, if it's 8, instead of getting 8 hours, they'd be getting 16 hours if I do it right. Right, I'm off now. But like I say, I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel. I hope you like this update because there'll be plenty more of them to come. Well, goodbye from Weaste Allotments.